Well, talk about kind of your feelings coming in this fight. Like, I've read some interviews and heard some things. I feel like you're kind of coming in with a little chip on your shoulder, so to speak, a little anger, some emotion. Is that the case?
I mean, you always have to have a little bit of that. I think that if a fighter tells you they're not doing that, it's a lie. You have to have that, like, yes, skill, and yes, keep your head, but there has to be some down and dirty in you still, you know? But I actually think I'm coming in with less emotion than I normally am. I think I have, this is funny, I think I've tapped into like the dark side of me a little bit more in training camp and things like that, but I think overall, my overall feelings about the fight, I don't harbor any ill will towards Amanda like I have for some other opponents. I'm coming in a lot more relaxed, I feel like, actually. So yeah.
We'll see how it works out, I guess,
Yeah.
right? Talk about, your UFC run so far. I know you probably haven't accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. You're a veteran of sport. Where do you feel like you're at in relation to where you wanted to be, and what's it going to take to get to the next level?
I feel like it's such a cliche thing, but I feel like I still, as long as I've been doing this, I still haven't had my perfect fight. I'm still learning new things in the gym. I'm still learning new things about the sport, and I think the day that stops happening is the day you're done fighting. So there's that to be said. Of course, I've said at the beginning of this, I think I need a UFC win for the movie version of this, right? Like, I was fighting at these shows in a barn in the Midwest in front of 50 people, and now to this, and I'm still active. I'm like the only fighter left from that time that's still active, and I believe still competitive. So there is some stuff to be done, and because I'm still learning, and because I'm still excited about it, I know I'm not done yet.
Can you talk about the matchup itself, how you think those games match up together?
Well, I think we're each other's kryptonite. I think my trouble has been against aggressive brawler type strikers, and her kryptonite has been really good grapplers. So, it's just going to be a matter of who's going to execute their game. Not even first, not even the most, but who's going to execute their game last, because whoever's doing that is going to be the one that wins.
Do you feel like your back's against the wall here, that this is a must-win type situation for you?
It's nice to say that, and it's nice to write in all the articles and everything, but the real truth of the matter is next week you guys are all going to be writing about the next card. And I think that's the thing I've come to realize and accept is I have to do this for me. I think I went into the last fight putting so much pressure on myself because I wanted to prove there are all these doubters and what are with these fans, they don't know who I am, the history of the sport and all this stuff, but the truth is, even if I go in and do the coolest thing ever done in an MMA fight, years from now, nobody's going to remember it. So it can't be for that. That can't be the reason. So I've said it before. I think I've come full circle for this fight, where the reason I was fighting on the fairgrounds in those 4-H buildings is the same reason I'm fighting. I'm going to climb in the cage.
How do you see this fight going, Saturday?
I think it's going to be action-packed, and I think I'm in a better place. I think I'm gonna get the submission. I'm gonna say late round 1 or early round 2 even. So we'll see how it goes.